Hey guys, it's me KaSing here. I'm joined here with Jake. I'm going to be doing a guide about Sett support.
Here we go, baby. Are you ready?
This game, there's actually two builds that you can go with Sett right now, or in terms of runes.
Yeah.
Some sets go Omni Stone, which is like what a lot of people do currently because it does more damage. Pretty much as Sett support, you can pretty much cycle through at least two runes when you have Omni Stone.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that you can have press the attack or lethal tempo, which actually increases your damage by a lot.
Yeah.
So people kind of don't expect the damage just because this champion lately has become quite popular.
Yeah.
It's even played in LEC, I think, in playoffs by KaiSing as well, and it basically has a lot of strong impact.
And what would be good lane partners with Sett?
Currently, this game I played with Draven, which is basically still fine because it's a strong AD carry champion that can actually do something.
Yeah.
Other recommendations I would say is probably like Kalista, because she can always combo with you. She can just put you in, you're right in the middle of the fight. Or I think Varus, because you're just strong together.
Yeah.
I think any champions that can actually contest the enemy 2v2 are good.
And when is your kind of spike in lane? When are you kind of strong? When do you want to be looking for fights?
I think level 3 or level 2 is when you get WE.
Yeah.
I don't usually go Q because I feel like it's not good enough as a spell to level 2.
Yeah.
Whereas E gives you the pressure of being able to flash stun with your flash E. But generally I think level 3 is probably your strongest spike in lane anyway.
Because you get the stun, and you get the punches,
you get the movement speed.
big...
You get movement speed. You get the big Hadouken kind of thing.
Yeah.
And of course the stun is really crucial. So in this game I opted for Aftershock because I felt like if I'm gonna go in, then I have to be tanky enough to survive the initial burst. And against champs,
I'll give you that.
Exactly. If I need damage, then I think it's fine. But in this kind of game, we have Olaf, we have Draven, we have Zoe, champions that already do damage, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why I opted for Aftershock. So currently, as you can see, level 2, we get a...
You got pushed in because obviously before level 3 you can't really do a lot.
Generally against range matchups, they should have the priority, or you should be pushed in because they have range and I'm melee, and every time I have to step up to a wave, then they can just AA me and basically punish me, right? But when I'm level 3, this is when I actually have a window that I can actually do stuff.
And I see you stepping up to the wave.
I'm always going to pressure on every single minion. So you see how right now I'm playing on his max range, Bard's max range. I'm always ready to, if I see opportunity to punish, then I can look for it. Because I can always combo with the minion itself. Mm-hmm. And just this champion in my opinion is really strong like this. Bard gets one shot in a way.
Did he die?
Yeah, he actually dies.
Beautiful play.
He obviously doesn't expect the damage.
How did your Draven expect you to flash in then? Were you...
I mean, every time I'm just especially, not even praying, but in this case it's I just hope my AD carry knows how to follow up, because all he needs to do is just 1 A and E. Yeah. And I know that I have enough damage to one-shot him.
Yeah.
So most of the time, when I know he doesn't have heal up, or if he does have heal up, it's I need to know, I kind of know my limits of the champion in a way.
Yeah.
At the beginning, of course, I didn't really know it. When I played my first few Sett games, you kind of just get a feel for the champion.
That's what that's what I feel like. When you first pick up a champion, you're kind of focusing so much on what to do that it doesn't come naturally.
Yeah. So this right now I probably had more than 20 Sett games. So at this point, you kind of know your limits of the champion, and this is basically just a nice counter game that I'm going to do now.
So what is the reasoning? So how come you're running up through middle?
Generally, when you're playing support, no matter what the game is, you want to go through mid, because 90% of the cases, because most of the time you don't know where the enemy support is. Yeah. And maybe if they go there mid first, and maybe your team is fighting, then it's gonna be a 3v2 for them.
So I guess going through mid, just for anyone that doesn't know, is what he did there, where he just pathed up.
Yes.
And he's just ready to help the middle lane, or just because you only lose a little bit of time, right?
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to be on the wave directly, because it's not slow pushing towards them until now. So I felt I had enough time to basically hover through mid and see if they do something. If they don't, then I just go back to bot. I can also get a ward too, because I have a pink ward. Yeah. So that's just how it is. Yeah. Right now it's just in this kind of matchup, because of because I got a kill, I'm technically strong right now. Even though Draven didn't get the kill, but as support, when you're Sett, I feel
getting the kill is quite beneficial.
Yeah, exactly. So in this case, we're getting ganked. I think it goes fine, I guess. Could be worse, but of course Pantheon blocks my damage, which is kind of sad.
Because he would have died.
Exactly, yeah.
That is actually insane how much damage you do.
Yeah.
All you've got is his boots and a ruby crystal.
Yep.
So is there a build that you normally follow in terms of items?
Generally, people will go like Dead Man's Blade just because it allows you to run up to
faster.
Yeah, it allows you to run with your Q. It like synergizes well together.
Yeah.
Since you get like around 100 movement speed like base from the Dead Man's at max stacks, or 60. I think it's 100. And then after on your Q, it gives you another bonus movement speed 2 on top. But that's only when you're chasing them though. So you can't use it when you're running away. Otherwise, it's just kind of a waste. But yeah, I think right now the main build that people go is kind of like tanky, where you go Dead Man's into like Stone Plate, or you can even go for like Sunfire in some cases if you have an Ornn. Yeah. Because if you have Ornn, then
he'll buff it.
I mean, the stats that you get from Sunfire's upgrade from Ornn, it's probably like the most cost efficient item in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Sunfire you can proc it with your E. So it's still like there's still ways to proc it. Like if you had a champion that can't proc it at all, then it's a bit awkward.
Yeah.
But with Sett, pretty much any tanky build path works with him. Like here, I can just run up and do this.
Yeah, the aftershock.
Like, look at my damage; it's fucking crazy.
That's insane. Oh.
Yeah.
He's just running.
Yeah, this game it was pretty much like I want to contest them because I want to fight. I know that I'm stronger, and yeah, it just becomes easy for me.
Yeah, you got Zoe going up wild up here.
Yeah.
I mean, you died there, but I think if you get traded, it's absolutely fine.
And that's just Pantheon in my opinion. This champion's really, really strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't even kill him. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you got him. How did Draven die?
It was a nice scrap.
Oh, Draven's just chilling.
He just died before.
He died, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, this game, it was kind of like our jungler was playing free mid most of the time. And as Sett, unless my jungler is playing through me, then I'll go bot. But most of the time, if my jungler is going to play through mid, then I know that I can be there and free. Like Sett is really strong in skirmishing compared to the enemy bard, for example. So
what is like in terms of like in a fight, in the 2v2 fight? No, let's say in a team fight, what is kind of like your job as Sett support?
The thing is, in team fights, you kind of have to know what your job is, as in, do you need to tank for your team? Do you need to front line? Do you need to flank? Do you need to like just be engaged? It's kind of like Sett can kind of do both. Like he can front line and tank and just be like a meat shield, or he can look for a flank that like the enemy AD carry won't know. And because of your flash E and R, like when the thing is with your E, if you stun someone, you have enough time to walk behind them and then R them back into you. Yeah. But if you don't stun them, then you don't have time because they can just walk away.
Yeah.
But like I think right now, as Sett. Probably in this game, my whole job is to basically keep Draven alive in a way.
Yeah, keep everyone.
And then Zoe can basically do the damage with a Hulk.
Can Pantheon leap onto Draven, but you drag Pantheon back into you?
Yeah, if I am like, I mean, it's hard to do it because the skill shot itself or the E itself, it's not like Fresh Flay where everything in that direction gets like pulled. Yeah. It's like a weird
like both sides of you.
Yeah, both sides get pulled, but it's kind of different to Flay. Yeah. I don't know how to say it, even though it looks...
I guess you have to try it to know.
Yeah.
I haven't played Sett yet.
Because at the beginning, it's like I didn't know how to. No, I didn't know how, but it was like when I tried to do it, it just felt weird. So I was always like using it too early, and it just wouldn't cancel sometimes. But yeah.
What can you do about that, by the way?
In this case, we should have just left the tower. We knew that they can come, but in my mind, we can outplay it. But obviously, you can't really outplay Pantheon. I think Pantheon is actually a really strong champion right now.
What, people are abusing him again?
I mean, he's still OP in my opinion, just because of the fact that he has a shield that can block like all damage.
So he can tower dive.
Yeah.
And I think diving is like especially crucial in games.
The thing is, as Sett, you can dive too. It's not like bad for you because you can tank the tower and then after use your W to get another shield. Yeah. Or you can engage first with your E and then have aftershock. True, so there's like different ways. But in this game, we were kind of just playing weak side bot and just hoping for the best that our team is winning. So. It's fine though, because after this dive, we realized it's not good.
So then what happens now if you realize it's not good?
I mean, right now we're in a position where we have to push out whilst not knowing where they are, but...
You're clearing.
Right now it's like we assume that they base, because if they don't base then...
They lose.
They lose the temple.
Yeah.
And
I guess they had a lot of money, considering they got the tower as well, so they needed to base.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise you might have had an advantage in lane for a little bit.
Yeah. Like this Nidhi was only bot, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, is that, I've seen it 4 times, and Pantheon.
Yeah, and now I just get 2. Like I just...
Do you get 1?
Yeah,
I mean, you did your job. It's not a lot else you can do, really.
It's kind of sad, because we were just getting perma ganked and dived.
That's brutal. Well, I guess like Pantheon can't really go top, because it's Malphite.
I mean, yeah,
And
it's fine
zombies.
though. Because even though like we die a lot bot,
Yeah.
it's like my champ is still useful
Yeah.
throughout the whole game. And I'll show you later, but we're just waiting to get to that part right
Is
now.
that in like, is that only support set or is it any set like kind of useful?
The thing is with like Sett mid or top, they actually have damage in a way because they can go blade, they can go for
Yeah.
like more of the damage build.
Yeah.
Whereas support, you kind of have to opt in for the tanky build just because if you go damage, then
You won't get enough money to build those
not even,
items.
not even just that, but you don't even have time to actually AA.
Yeah.
Like, how do I say it? Most of the time, it's your support. You're able to get like probably 2 AAs or 2 Qs, and that's pretty much it. Most team fights,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the time, you're probably like
Peeling.
or like dodging skill shots, or like you're just not really. Oh, really? Yeah, I just dodge everything. It's too easy, isn't it?
Ah, nothing.
Yeah, but the range is like quite small, so you have to
Yeah,
always
so-
remember.
Oh, sugar, you've been inted.
Yeah, shit happens.
Oh my goodness, you're like the Matrix with these.
Yeah, this guy does
niddly.
not hit anything. Oh, that guy got hit.
Oh.
That's why I got hit. Oh.
We'll do that.
It's fine. Yeah. Right now we're coming back into the game in a way.
Yeah, and also like Pantheon, obviously he's done his part now, and
Yeah. He's 7-1, so he's really strong. So I just
but
have to make sure.
he'll probably become a bit more useless. As time
Yeah,
goes
he
on.
does get outscaled, but it's on the enemy to basically win the game early game because they have Nidalee and Pantheon, right? So this
Yeah.
basically means if you don't win the game within like 20 minutes, then you kind of slowly lose.
I find games are pretty hard to win in 20 minutes in solo queue. I don't know if that's different at Challenger. But
The thing
my
is,
rank
in solo queue, it depends on what kind of teammates you have. There are some teammates that basically, let's say they die once or twice, they basically like they just give up, and those are solo queue teammates I probably dislike having the most. Like I don't mind having someone who's like dying a lot because I know they're doing stuff right. But
Yeah.
if they're dying on purpose, with the
then
intention of
it's
want to
like
lose,
get out of here.
then it's just kind of frustrating for me to play. Like obviously I try my best regardless, even though we died a lot this game. But as long as you don't give up in solo queue, like I think
Yeah,
games can always be a bit better for you.
yeah. So I have a question now. Obviously, laning phase is a bit like you've lost your tower, so it's kind of not ideal in terms of like there's no lane. Where do you go? Is it like you've just passed middle and just decide then?
Most of the
It looks like
time-
you're clearing wards.
Most of the time you want to go with your jungler and you want to fight with him because all I've set as 2 like tanks, or not tanks but 2 bruisers,
Yeah.
you're able to win like most skirmishes together. And I know that I'm against Nidalee and Bard, right? So if we do find them 2v2, I think we win that. Just because we are stronger as 2 and we can basically actually do stuff.
You can like you've got your stun and your utility and your tanky,
Exactly, yeah.
and Olaf has his ulti, so he can't even be stunned. Kind of, yeah, you're right. Does synergize well. I mean, Lily has his poke and you're just chilling. You're playing dodgeball this whole game. Oh, that was nice. Getting your aftershock proc before
Yeah.
the thing.
This is a nice team fight, wasn't it?
It was a nice team fight. Malphite coming in hot. Look at him tanking. Zoe doing her job. Oh, slam dunk, but you got robbed.
Nah, it's fine. I don't want the kills.
True. Oh my, that was your punch
Yeah.
on a Renekton, like with ulti.
Because when you get damaged, it's like your W becomes even stronger.
Yeah, with the white bar.
Yeah. So, I think generally this champ just seems really strong because of its stats and its base damages. Like, I think right now he's probably like one of the best supports to blind.
Yeah.
Just because
Actually,
like
that's
you can
true.
also flex him as well to be
Yeah.
on top, right? So they'll never know if it's actually set ball.
And he's still good top and...
Exactly, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, this game right now we're just getting some plates.
I think he's quite cool. I actually quite like that you can play him bot. I guess it gives you another champion to play, and also it's like a different play style.
Yeah. At the beginning I didn't like him because he was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like who wants to play Sett? And now that I know that Pantheon and Bard are both coming, so I just kind of like accept my fate.
Your timing when he jumps on you is like two times so far I've seen where you've managed to proc your aftershock beforehand.
Yeah. I mean it's quite simple, you know. If I see him jumping on me or predicting to come on me, then I just
Like-
press E.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just so easy.
I saw that coming.
200 years of
And
experience.
this is Malphite for you. He doesn't even have to do anything. He's just like,
Yeah.
that's so much damage as well on tank.
Yeah. They changed it so his W does like damage on armor now.
Yeah, I saw.
Like AoE cleave as well, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think, imagine this, Malphite, but tanky, Ornn, Sett support,
Yeah, you just have a beefy front line.
Yeah, and then you got Ornn just buffing Sunfire capes for days.
Yeah.
Where are you? Oh, you're on your way.
Coming to the fight.
I don't think you're gonna make it.
You don't need me. My Olaf is also strong, so it's okay.
I mean, it's looking pretty good now, this game.
Yeah. I mean, right now...
Even in goal, but like, I mean,
considering the beginning, I'm pretty happy with the game state right now. So, all I want to do is just kind of go with my jungler somewhere. Right now, I'm just getting wards to my Draven so you can actually push out the wave without having to be threatened.
I like how Boots of Swiftness. I know I remember you speaking about how you don't go for Boots of Mobility too much anymore.
Yeah, I think it costs that 100 gold extra is really a lot for support.
And the swiftness means that you can get it like constant without like
in
or out combat.
I mean, I feel like swiftness is just better because it's 60 ms no matter what, as in even in team fights. And I think that's really important because, you know, some fights, even if you get mobility boots, it's like, yeah, you can do the first engage, but then you're just so slow compared to everyone else, they can just kite you. Whereas swiftness, I believe, like, if you're against champions that do slow you, like wild AAs, for example, then he can't really slow you forever compared to mobility boots where you have like 25 ms compared to 60. So I think Boost of Swiftness is getting buffed as well, and
also with your Dead Man's Plate as well.
Exactly, yeah. It just kind of synergizes together, and yeah, it just makes sense.
You're just gonna be just sprinting 100 meter everywhere.
When I do get Dead Man's, that's when it's fun. So I just start sprinting everywhere.
Are you trying to build it now? I don't actually know how you do it.
You go Chain Vest and Giant's Belt.
And you've got your upgraded. Check you running around. So now it's coming up to 20 minutes, which is Pantheon and Nidalee prime
is
time.
Great now.
Oh baby, look how fast you're running. Oh no, we got 2 times speed. I joke. Well, you actually do run fast though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Even at 1 time speed, it feels so nice.
This is you IRL. When you're jogging with Simon.
Maybe a few years, yeah. I'll look like that.
What, you want red hair?
Maybe I decide, you know what, guys, it's time to change up.
Are you farming?
I think right now, we just want to get vision.
Yeah. I always find in my solo queue games, like, there's not enough vision here, especially if you're on this side, but you're losing, you lose a lot of vision here.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to combat that because it's quite hard, but...
It's always nice to put, like, cheeky wards behind them, just because, like, in case they start puffing towards that side, and then you'll know, and then that gives you, like, an extra advantage because because they go top, and you know they don't have two people on top side, then you can just go bot as, like, 4-man, 5-man, and then you just dive.
I see, so, like, is it worth risking like getting a cheeky ward in somewhere just so you can get that vision just in case, even if you're losing?
The thing is, most of the time you kind of know where they can be on the map. So when someone shows, like, let's say they show on the waves, like right now Renekton showing that wave.
You got 2.
Aphelios, Nidalee showing there, and Bard as well, and Pantheon is dead. Then you kind of have full info.
Oh baby!
And then this guy just gets. So it's like as soon as you see the opportunity, the game becomes so easy to so much easier to play.
You just lay the smackdown on that ADC. That's what happens. You're like weak side, not anymore.
Yeah, that's just Sett in general. I think this champ is so fun as well. Like I really do enjoy playing him. Now we just have a nice team fight. Pro aftershock, I can't die.
What are top meta supports right now, would you say, in this current patch?
I mean, in solo queue, people have been, like, there have been some Bard 1 tricks that I've actually been playing, like, a lot. So I would say Bard just because in solo queue, Bard roams a lot. And I think in solo queue, if you play a champion that roams, then you're most likely more likely to win just because of the fact that if you play as a team, then it's better for you. Whereas playing for one individual lane, let's say I was, like, playing only, like, let's say I only pot bot the whole game, and then the enemy support only went mid, then they're more likely to get more out of it just because, you know, you get more from the game. Kill. Yeah, you get more from the game just going mid into bot compared to going bot into bot.
Yeah, and you only lose barely anything. I mean, this is a long path. Yeah, there's actually math towards this, I imagine.
I mean, right now it's just like
I don't know what
my whole job is just to be with Olaf right now because 2v2 we're strong. Like, I don't really want to be with Draven because one, I feel like I can't really achieve much with him, right?
No.
So my goal with this game is just to try and look for some plays together with my jungler. But in this case, my jungler is giving blue, so I'm just making sure that my Draven secures his red. And yeah, most of the time you just have to remember what your job is and what you're meant to do and what you can get advantage out of the game.
Because you can only really peel for Draven, but I don't know if he'll be able to sustain the amount of damage that Olaf does with you. If that makes sense.
I mean, how I see it right now is like, as long as I go in with Olaf, there's just no way we both die.
Mm-hmm.
Just because we're both like beefy bruisers. And yeah, I think we're just stronger than them right now.
He's got Dead Man's Plate as well.
Yeah, we're just going like bros.
You're just two dead men. Look at you.
Actually, it's like we're in a gang.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
The Dead Man gang.
Look at you, like, I have to go clear that ward.
I was actually testing to see if I can A over the wall. Because there are some champions that you can actually hit.
You can auto attack, I noticed that too.
Some of them actually have more range than other champions, so we're just trying it out. And now she just gets punched up. Oh, you can use your R to cancel CC. So if you go back once, Jake.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I didn't press my R, you can go in slow-mo as well. What's really awesome about Sett is that you can use your R to avoid CC.
Yeah.
So in this case, you see like,
Bard.
let's say, Bard uses Q, right? And in this case, if I didn't use my R, then I would get stunned as well, and then she maybe could live. Because she still has flash.
But
so
you become unstoppable.
Exactly.
So like Malphite's are.
Exactly, in a way. So because of that, that allows me to still kill her without actually taking any CC.
That's cool. I like that.
That also works with a lot of other CCs like knockups and stuff. Like any other CC, your R can always be used in a way that can stop CC from happening on you.
Well, did you see Bard's CC coming in?
Oh yeah, of course. I wouldn't just R randomly like this.
I would.
It's not worth it because like it's still an important ultimate. Regardless.
Because it completely like nullifies one player. Oh my!
Yeah, just punch him up after.
That was good. I mean, Aphelios almost did some mad deeps there, but they're all dead. Dang. And mid tower's going down. I guess you guys are just gonna run mid now.
Yeah. I mean, we can like dictate what happens, right? So it's like after this, we just end the game.
Decent. This is a nice game.
This is a nice 23-minute win, even despite that early game. But yeah, just make sure you like keep a cool head, even if you are losing.
Yeah.
Because every game can always be winnable.
Yeah.
You just have to think how to win, and there's always like different ways, right? Like if I was playing on autopilot, I'll probably just keep going bot and dying again, going bot, dying again, going bot. But I feel like most of the time as support, you just have to remember that in the end, the better team will win.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that the better players will win.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, there's always going to be... there's going to be the situations where you can't do anything because your teammate's completely tilted.
That is true.
And I mean, those are sad.
I think once if you get teammates that just leave the game, then of course you can't do anything about that, right? You just try your best to slowly not die. Yeah. But if they're still in the game, you can still try and make plays and just try and include them.
What do you do if your ADC is just like, nah?
I mean, you just have to roam, honestly. If your AD carry is not good, then go mid, go top, go jungle, go everywhere. Anywhere but
ahead.
Yeah. So there's the Omnistone build, which has got Omnistone, and then you can choose between Perfect Timing or Hex Splash.
Yeah.
Usually you think if you're in a lane that can actually do something, like when I say that I mean you're able to kill them and apply pressure with Hex Splash, then obviously Hex Splash is better.
Yeah.
But if you know that you're in a lane that can't really do much in lane, and you know that enemy jungler or enemy bot lane is like stronger than you. For example, if you're against like Kalista plus I don't know, Taric, that you can't do much in that lane in my opinion because you can try the trade, but they'll kind of out-sustain you and out-damage you. So in those cases, I just go Perfect Timing because I feel like even though it says 14 minutes, you're most likely gonna get like an assist or like a kill during those 14 minutes.
You'll have a big impact in.
Yeah, like you can for sure do something in my opinion, and I just think it's better than boots because of the fact that if you don't have boots of swiftness on Sett, then I feel like it's too slow. And this case, most of the time I would go Futures Market just because it allows me to get my boots ASAP. Like if you're playing a melee support like Sett, you want to be able to roam and walk around the map faster than enemy support. And by going Futures Market, it allows you to get your boots and swiftness first, or maybe like Merc Treads if they have a lot of magic damage, or Ninja Tigers if they have a lot of AD damage, for example. Yeah. And I think it's better than Biscuit because you don't have mana, right? But it's like you don't get that much value from it.
Or Minion Demir.
Yeah. You can go this in matchups that you know you want to contest.
Yeah.
So if you're against champs like, let's say, Nautilus, champs that actually want to contest you on the wave, maybe even Fresh can work too. then you're able to get the push faster than them, and this is what it's good for.
Okay. And then you'll get level 2, level 3 faster.
Exactly. No, level 2. It's mainly for level 3.
Okay.
Because you don't get minion dematerializer till
180 seconds.
Yeah. So basically 3 minutes.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
And for the last one, you can either go Project Velocity or Cosmic Insight, but I prefer this one just because I feel like CDR is always going to be good on the set no matter what.
Yeah.
And for secondary, you can either go Sorcery, where you go Nimbus and Celerity.
Yeah.
This is mainly for the movement speed buffs, you know, like if you ever flash in, or this synergizes as well with Hex Flash.
Yeah.
Because once you Hex Flash in, you're going to get
speed
that.
buff.
Yeah, you're going to get extra movement speed, and then this also complements that because it gives you like 70% more.
Oh my god, you'll be, and with Dead Man's Flame and with everything.
Exactly. Yeah, this works with Dead Man's too, and your business swiftness, and your Q.
Oh my god,
and
you're gonna be flying.
Yeah, that's the why. Like, it's kind of a niche rune because not many people would go this because they would expect, you know, maybe the damage is better, or they could like go in water walking might be better because it's roaming.
But gap closing is important.
But I feel personally that Celerity and these two synergize so well together that it's just not worth taking anything else.
Okay.
And for runes, sometimes you can just go like the standard attack speed and armor if they have like double
AD.
Yeah, double AD. If they have AP damage, obviously you can go like 1-1, or you can double if you know that they have like 4 APs in the team. Or in the other case, if you know that you're in a winning matchup that you can kill, then you can just do this as the other case. I think the attack speed is super important, so you should always take this, and these ones are always interchangeable.
And what was the Aftershock build that you did?
This is the one. So I like to go Aftershock, and then you can go Demolish or Font of Life, but I prefer Demolish because you build a lot. You build a lot of HP, and you can get a lot of plays. This can also work like later on, like when you have Dead Man's plus another HP item. You do like 600-700 damage to the tower.
That's cool.
And obviously for plates in the early game is also good. Here, if you're in a lane that's really, really hard, then I would suggest second win if it's a lane that you get poked down. If it's an all-in lane that you aren't sure if you win or not, then you go bone plating. But if you are confident in your lane that you don't like, that you won't need this, then conditioning is probably the best because it gives you so much more value.
Bonus after.
Yeah. Because
that probably stacks with
this bonus armor and exactly. Bonus armor and magic resist. If you ever get like 2 mountain dragons, then this becomes even more broken because it's like 9 armor and MR plus
the percentage from
plus the percentage plus the extra 5% from there.
Yeah, damn.
So it actually feels really nice. And then for here, I go Revitalize usually. You can go Overgrowth as well if you feel like you don't actually need the extra shield because this usually works with your W. And heals and shields basically means if people heal you as well, then it can work as well. So Shami's like Senna can work with Sett as well on bot. But yeah, most of the time you can go this or this. And then for the secondary, I'll go Precision. I like Triumph a lot and Tenacity here. I think these two are really good because most of the time when you're playing Sett, you're gonna brawl, right? And I think this is something that really catches people off guard. Like people will never expect a support to have Triumph most of the time. Like they just expect them to go, inspiration with like the what's it called, the stopwatch and maybe cosmic or like one of the other runes. But I think Triumph is low-key broken because later on when you have so much health, especially because when you get damage to Sett, you get more damage on your W. So it's kind of like a trade-off. Especially if you get a kill, then you're healing more than you should, right? And I think that's more useful. 12%
is quite a lot when you're stacking it as well.
Exactly. Like the thing is, with Sett, later on you're gonna have like 2,500 HP or 3k, and let's say you not spend, but they damage you like 2,000 HP, and so you have 1,000 left. Then you're basically healing for like
120 or something.
300.
300. Oh,
yeah, because it's 2k gone. Then yeah, because don't forget you have Revitalize as well.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh baby, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like maths going on behind the scenes. So
that's dirty.
Yeah, it's like it all stacks up.
Yeah.
And then this is quite obvious. I feel like if you're playing Sett, you kind of need Tenacity. So if you're against a comp with a lot of CC like Fresh Elise or Morgana, then this is really broken because if you go this plus like Merc Treads, then that CC lasts for like 0.3 seconds, 0.4 seconds instead of being like 1, for example. Obviously, if it's higher CC, then of course it'll be a tiny bit less. But yeah. For here, as you know,
same runes.
Yeah, the same runes as I explained before.
Perfect. Thank you.
Alright guys, so if you want elo, make sure to play Sett as you watched from this guide. But yeah, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like and comment if you want. And yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed it and good luck.
Thanks guys, and thanks Ray.
No worries.